about this part. He finished with, we appreciate use the statistical methods and the correct utilization of indicators which highlight the relevance of the results in the terms of research objectives and hypotheses, arithmetic mean, standard deviation, and t-test. 4 was thesis relevance for the knowledge development in the field of university, physical education, and sports. She was underlining what you use, kind of test, BMA, Ruffier test, setup and sit and reach, skin fold. A physical activity-based curriculum can improve the image, prestige, and reputation of colleges and universities and set an example for others. Thus, this intervention program can also serve as an effective marketing strategy to attract students to the academic institution. This interdisciplinarity approach of university physical education offers value and an innovative characters to these theses in respect to the national specified to those of this subject in Israel. About the originality of theses, Professor Stănescu underlines some idea, and I will read now. The author approach elevates the understanding that health promotion on campus must be substantial and supported by all educational stakeholders, students, decision makers, professionals. The model is based on a genuine and mindful dialogue between students, decision makers, and sport personnel in the academic institution, as well as on theory and social research in the field of university community. This model, what you suggested by the authors, secures the implementation of physical education as a mandatory subject, similar to the status of physical education from previous level of the education, thus maintaining the significance of health promotion within the Israeli society. This is a highly important given the geopolitical situation of the country and the necessity to maintain a good level of fitness in both men and women to meet the challenges posed by the politics of this particular geographic area. These theses offer arguments of health, social, and managerial nature to change the perception about the role of university physical education within the education system in Israel and could change the educational policy in the field. Considering all the above, we appreciate that the thesis of Mr. Har Ibn Yosef accomplished the contents and format standards imposed by a doctoral thesis. We agree with its public presentation and to approve with the title of Doctor in Human Motricity Science, Physical Education and Sports. Okay. Yeah. Now I want to invite you, if you have any words to say about thesis, any questions, any doubts. We have here also 2 colleagues. It's a pity that our dean was had the program and he has to go. We have our colleagues, and I have also some questions, but easy questions.
I want to start.
Okay.
Okay, because
I
I know very well this thesis because 4 years we work a lot for the thesis, and I want to appreciate the activity of the Yossi, the help of the family, because I know was a great help, and I feel this. I had a lot of discussion with his wife, and he was 2 times here in Romania only for prepare the thesis, and we spend a lot of time on Skype and discuss sometimes 2 or 3 times per day. Sometimes we change some part of the thesis because discussion, I say when I present my report, we start like study case, because in our college is one place where a part of faculty has physical education, like compulsory discipline, but only a part of students have in the curriculum. The majority don't have. The intention of the Yossi was to have a contribution to have finally physical education like a mandatory discipline. And now in Israel, it's three institutions where physical education was mandatory: in high school, in school, in military, and in higher education. Last 10 or 12 years, from the higher education, physical education discipline was eliminated. They have very nice facility. I think in every, I see some university in Israel, but I think every university has facility for physical activity. But I think it's necessary, and Yossi feel the same, the physical education is necessary to be mandatory discipline in higher education. Because the attitude of the young people, and last time, is to have a sedentary life. And this situation is necessary to push him, go out, go in the hall, gym, to practice physical activity. And he is very, very involved in this, because I think one day he spent some hours for physical activity. I know in his home is a place for physical activity with the children. Mm-hmm. Yes, learn to swimming, learn to run, learn to have physical activity. I think, and I mentioned in my report, I don't read this, the time for intervention program was too short. One semester was enough for have the good conclusion. This is the reason why for some parameters the difference between the measurement no was so relevant, no was significant sometimes. And sometimes I think was necessary to verify more if the subjects have another physical activity, and eliminate from the study the students who have personal physical activity, because in this situation the results will be modified. And I think one of the reasons why the difference is not was so significant was because they practice in free time in another part physical activity. I have a question for Yossi. A question, but we discuss a lot of this problem, and I know his opinion. You think this proposal is feasible? It's possible to introduce in Israel physical activity like a mandatory discipline in higher education? And how you think to proceed to having finally success in the implementation of the thesis in the lab?
Okay. Maybe 2 months ago, decision makers called me in my campus and he told me, Yossi, that's it, we are finished with the intervention program. And I said to them, hey guys, who are you? Are you all decision makers? He said, yes, yes, of course, we are the decision makers. And I said to them, hey, you son, 3 years ago, you said that it's very important, it's your decision. And after we spoke, they agreed to be with the intervention program 4 years. So it was very important that I did this project for my campus, because if I didn't have the answer and we didn't get involved with the decision makers, we could close the program. And it was 2 months ago. So I feel very strong right now with the knowledge that I have.